Sound now? Are you good with the sound? What? Testing, testing, testing. Wow, you are very patient to hang out with no sound. Hello. Hi, Tyler. So, anyway, we were not meant to discuss any of that, but cheers. I'm drinking my tea. Did you hear that part? My adaptogenic nighttime latte? I am fantastic. I got to hang out with Carl and we went to Trader Joe's and stocked up and we got some stuff for the Ayurvedic detox and some good teas for the season change, purification, reset. Very good right now. Getting that digestive fire stoked so that it cleans our energy and resets our body so that we can stay healthy and strong this winter. How is everybody else doing? We feeling healthy? We ready for some centering, some wind down, some inspiration? Tonight we are talking Thich Nhat Hanh. This is one of my teachers. I took my Buddhist vows with his order. Thich Nhat Hanh is the Buddhist monk who during the Vietnam War, he notices people were being killed and monks did not go outside the temple typically. They were praying and doing the practices for humanity. But he created something, a movement called active Buddhism, and he went and he taught the enemy. He went and he taught American soldiers and he loved them. And it started a movement in America that, you know, Buddhism really took off at that time during the Vietnam War. Then the Beatles started doing transcendental meditation with Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, and that is my other lineage. So two very powerful lineages in terms of that time in our history of revolution, of saying, what are we doing? There's got to be a better way. So Thich Nhat Hanh, he teaches love. He teaches that there is no one outside of us that is not an extension of us. So he treats everybody as if it were himself. And that's the plants, that's his tea. He says, whatever I am eating or drinking, I give 100% of my attention to in gratitude. So if you try that, if you have a drink with you, like your mushroom matcha, ooh, perfect. Let's try to give it 100% of our attention. That's a real quick way to get into an alternate state of consciousness. And this is the state that I've been cultivating over the years that has not quite been supported by society, where I am moving intentionally and slowly. Sometimes I get real wound up. I get caught up in that external reality. My mind starts jumping in. But most of the time, I can stay one step with myself. And that's something that Thich Nhat Hanh taught me, is that when we are present with every action, we may do less, but the actions that we do, they really count. And I've noticed that come to be very beneficial in relationships. Being present with someone, giving them your attention is love. Being with them and giving them your attention. Just think our kids, we think they need all of these things and all of our teachings and guidance. What if we gave them our unadulterated presence? Being there, really being there in any relationship, and just seeing what that does. That is such a rarity these days that most people really want to be seen. But when you don't really need to be seen, when you can be the one providing that presence, the other person's neurobiology changes. They get out of their limbic system and into a different state of being entirely. And you become entrained in this heightened state. So love or attention, it multiplies. And that gets us right into the passage for this evening. I gave this to my dad, the pocket Thich Nhat Hanh, and when he passed away, this just fell out of some of his things, and I was like, oh, I gave that to him. I'm going to take this back. So, the energy of love. We all share the fear that our need to love and be loved cannot be fulfilled. The fear of being lonely is always there, in everyone. We have to recognize that fear and that need within ourselves. The practice is to look deeply into that fear. To love is to offer understanding and comfort. Understanding is the source of love. We would feel miserable if no one understood us. And when someone does not understand us, he or she cannot love us. Without understanding, love is impossible. If you don't agree, just hear out his finishing argument on this, because I was like, I feel like I can love without understanding. For example, my cat, I don't fully understand her and I love her dearly, but that's not fully what he's saying. Without understanding, love is impossible. So the truth is that we need understanding and we need love. Okay, he's taking us back towards his true thread here. And we are looking for someone who can provide us, we receive both. So we already talked about what love is to offer understanding and love. And then he just said, and we're looking for someone who can provide us with both. So that giving and receiving of love and understanding. Suppose there is someone who is capable of offering us understanding and love. Suppose he is somewhere there, she is somewhere there. But we have to ask the question, are we capable of offering him or her understanding and love? Are we capable of generating the understanding and the love that we so need? Because if we're not capable of generating the energy of understanding, nothing will happen. The teaching of the Buddha aims at helping us to generate the energy of love and understanding. If we can produce that energy, it will first of all help us to satisfy our need to be loved. So we become our own source, and we really need that energy in us to be able to share it without depleting us. And then with that capacity of love and understanding, we can now embrace the people who are with us now. We can make them happy while we are happy ourselves. So maybe this is someone you love romantically, or maybe what he's saying is that we generate so much love and understanding in ourselves that it spills out to those around us, our kids, our neighbors, our friends, community. We may have so much we do community service and offer it that way that we may not even be stuck on this idea of romantic love. Happiness creates more nourishment, healing, and happiness. Isn't that true? So this is him wrapping up here. The question is not, how can we obtain love and understanding? Especially for us weirdos, that's something that I know I have spent way too much time yearning for. Someone to really see me, someone to really understand me. The question becomes whether we have the capacity of generating love and understanding ourselves. If we do, we'll feel wonderful. Cute Thich Nhat Hanh. He is amazing. because these energies satisfy us and the people around us at the same time. It's like when you start a meditation practice and you meditate for maybe 3 days and you notice that you feel great, your day has all the time you need to do all the tasks that really matter, you have more energy, and then you notice at the 6th and 7th day that you're having less conflicts, you're even having less road rage issues, your relationships seem smoother. The people around you seem to blossom when you come around them. It's kind of like that when we generate that love and understanding, that energy that spills over. True love is like that too. That is the love of the Buddha. Loving one person is really an opportunity to learn to love all people. And I have chills because isn't that our true nature? Beings of love. And if love is also understanding, that's neat to be aware that if I cannot understand myself or give myself that understanding or have the patience and will to give someone my attention in an effort to understand them, am I really loving? If you have the capacity to love and to understand, you can do that now. You don't have to wait. When we succeed in this, our worry and fear go away, and we feel wonderful right away. Thich Nhat Hanh. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of him, but he has this book that I use in leadership trainings called The Art of Power, and you can see how marked up it is. Just every word in here is a gem. I was reading about non-action today, and when I was writing the Dharana method meditation, I had a 2-year-old running around. I was working. I found the method that worked best for me was to never let 5 minutes be just 5 minutes. If I had 5 minutes before I went and taught a class at Salt Lake Community College, before I had to even leave, I would lay on the couch, set my alarm on my phone for 5 minutes, put my feet up, and just breathe. And I will tell you, it was a refresh. It's like, you know how you just know that a 20-minute power nap can do the trick because we've heard that, we've maybe experienced it. Maybe try that with 5 minutes. If I can just take 5 minutes in my car, in my kitchen, in my bathroom, in the bathroom stall without your phone, just to be, see if that becomes a new practice for you, because it changed me and allowed me to not only write the book, but to roll out the certification course, all while being a new mom and working. So whatever you're up to right now, you're going to do it. And you can fit in these moments of giving yourself that love and understanding, that attention, so that you have the capacity to really love others. Thank you, my friends. These moments together are so wonderful, and I'm really starting to look forward to them. So thank you for tuning in. I am going to take a sip fully present again. It's amazing. And never let one moment be just one moment. That was beautiful. I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, so good to see you. Enjoy your mushroom matcha. Good night. Namaste.